Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. In season posted yet another guide for AFK Arena, and this one is visual and, well, it's a small thing, but it have a lot of info in it. So let's go over it, let's discuss how it will affect our playthrough and what info we can get out of this. So right, here is the thing. Basically, this is just the priority list with additional stuff at the bottom. We already took a look at 171, I think, beforehand. So now we have the Granit in here with the priorities, and we have signature item and furniture added to it as well. So that's actually pretty good. We will go over the bottom area later. First, let's take a look at the priority at the top. So I'll try to go quickly over the things. First of all, the row one is wrong. I already read about that on Reddit. It should be 30 to 33. So the first two numbers, 30 or 15, means how high your signature item should be. The second number is amount of furniture. So 0, 3 or 9 furniture pieces for the set. The first number is a minimal benchmark to use the hero, so for row 1 it will be 30 signature item and 0 furniture. The later one is optimal, which is 30 signature item and 3 furniture. So there we go. The row 1 is the top light bearer because he's been used in many team compositions. Most of the teams want row 1 in them. Currently, I think he's best placed in the Mihira charm composition, so that guy totally deserves his spot. Second spot goes to Moro because he is one of the best carries whatsoever, and Moro have star on him. That means that you can keep him on the wish list after that to get him to the higher stars. I wouldn't agree with that much because stars don't give you that much, specifically if you're a newer player and you don't plan on engraving heroes. Keep them at ascended tier, get more heroes, and then go back and get more stars for the heroes that you want, because you will need a lot of ascended heroes for the resonating crystal. You will need them for hero choice pack, whatever it's called. So yes, getting stars early on isn't the best idea, guys, trust me. So guys, I think you can see, you should be able to see the numbers here. If you don't really see the numbers, you can get this image yourself in my Discord. I'll drop the link in the video description and the pin comment, and I will also link the Reddit post of in season as well, so you can read more comments over there. Next one is Rosalind, because Rosalind is another crazy support for Lightbearers, and she is used, I think, at the Charm Core team as well. So yeah, and good thing about Rosalind, you don't really need her high enough to be useful, so 10 signature item is pretty much enough. If you want her the full potential, 39 would be the best. I think in the next version we will see additional E something which goes for engravings. If you guys haven't saw my Lightbearer engraving tier list, the link to that will be somewhere around here as well, so you can watch that and figure out how high you want to be with engravings on each character. Then goes Rain, because Rain is another good support, so mostly Lightbearers are going for support roles. After that we got Hendrik, because Hendrik is, well, basically the only tank for Lightbearers that is useful in the late game, because Lucius later on he falls back and he kinda gets weaker, so those guys can combine your basic team for faction tower, and they will do really good because Moro is doing crazy damage and everybody else finished off the enemies. And when you get to the second team in the tower, you can use the other champions as well. So here we have Eluard, then we got Estrilda. Estrilda, in my opinion, you would like to get her to at least Elite Plus early on, because she can be useful in some boss fights, so maybe she can be a little bit higher priority, but overall I think you will get the copies of those heroes anyway. Then we get Granit, then Fawkes, and then Cecilia. Basically, Lucius and Belinda are not in the list because it seems that they don't really worth it in the late game. Honestly, I use Lucius a little bit in the progression, but yeah, he dies too fast and his main utility is to put the shield on you guys, so he is somewhat useful. But yeah, this is the tier list that we have over here. I kinda agree with that mostly. As I said, I would put the shield up for a few copies and maybe some Granit, but overall, if you'll go with this priority, it should be good. Moreover, yeah, I forgot to note one thing, guys. Those signature item and furniture benchmarks, those are not in this order. So for priorities for signature item and furniture, you would like to refer to different guide, because some heroes have higher priority over others. So yeah, this is more of a wishlist priority over here again. Now, the Maulers. We got Tirus on top and he is here with the star and all the way up to the maximum, like signature item and furniture. Then we got Kren with a star as well. Then we got Skryat, and his lower usage is only 3 furniture for 5 pool team, so that's definitely a good investment. If you want to use him full, you would like to build him up a little bit more. Then we got Scrag, which is actually unexpected. I think he's used as a tank for the tower, but I don't really think that he belongs to the top 5, honestly. I'll explain why in a second. Then we got our only support for Maulers, Numisu, and here we got Sephia, Brutus, Granit. I wanted to put Granit like in Scrag's place, honestly, because Granit can be used at 5 pool. He's a really good addition to that, and he also a good tank, although he lacks damage, so maybe that's why he is over there. But it's up to you to decide. I mean, anyway, you can go with this and you won't go wrong. Then we got Scrag and Tendra. So Tendra actually, well, she's one of my favorite heroes, so I'm biased towards her. But overall, this looks okay. I would put maybe Tendra and Granit a bit higher. Sephia, don't use her that much. Brutus, pretty useful, but you will get a lot of his copies early on as well, and he's useful as a mid shield, so you don't really need to invest him in that much. So yeah, I mean, Brutus in terms of damage doesn't do that much, so he's just a time gate for your heroes to use their ultimates. For the Wilders, we start with Aaron at 15 signature item. Basically, right now, Aaron is mostly used for 5 pool team as well, just for the pulling for utility. He isn't a damaging hero anymore, unluckily. Then we got a Laika with 20 signature item, again for the haste and bonuses, mostly not for the damage. Then we got Raku. Raku is one of the best carries for Wilders, and you would like to invest in that guy quite a lot. That's why he get a star. I don't know why Aaron have a star though. If you use Aaron as your damage dealer, maybe then you can invest in him, but other than that, right now you can be safe at getting Aaron to mythic, because after that, I mean, he got his usage, he pulls the enemies in. If he lacks haste, then you build him up. So yeah, you don't really need him that high right now, if you min-maxing basically. So yeah, Raku is good, and you want to invest in Raku a lot, 23 to 33, I would say even higher maybe, because he is really good in terms of combining him with the crowd control teams. Then you get Tessie, because Tessie is fantastic crowd control, Pipa for Torrent Cheese and some wilder teams. So overall, those are all in the right place. Then you get Saurus for the bosses mostly, because he is a lifesaver in terms of the damage, and that will give you a lot of resources. Then we got Ninja Turtle as a secondary tank. Wait, the first tank. We didn't get tanks before that anyway, so yeah, you need tank for the Wilder Tower later on anyway, and he is a pretty good one. Then we got Raspen. Raspen is that high before those guys, I think, because he is useful in the late game or something, because I personally never use him, and he's considered to be a PvP hero. He's a single target focused hero as well, so I don't know. Nimor over here, she really falls in the late game unless you want to use her to, you know, do that AoE crowd control, which is kind of weirdly working. And in terms of healing, she is kind of losing to the top guys anyway, so yeah. And you got Lorson here. Lorson is mostly used once again in the bosses, so you would like Elite Plus copy of him early on, and then, I mean, build him up when you can. He isn't really that much different later in the game. Alright, we move on to the Graveborns now, and here we got Diamond first. Obvious solution, because he's a really good carry, he's a tank, so you won't go wrong investing in him. Then you got Pharrell for more crowd control and damage and stuns and energy drain. Good addition to any team basically. I think he can be used, and really lifesaver for the Graveborn Tower. Then you get Isolde here, really high. That's interesting, guys, because Isolde really falls short late game as far as I know, but he's so high here as far as I understand from the different explanations on Reddit and on the different sources, that he's here for the early game progression. But if you have Diamond, you don't really need anyone else for early game progression, you will be okay. So I don't know, I would put him a bit lower, honestly, because we have so many good heroes over here waiting for us. But yeah, okay, let's just don't discuss it that much. This is just an overview, so let's go over it. Next one is Thoran. For the Thoran cheese, you want 33 or at least to use him, and 39 would be the best option. Then Gradual for the bosses, 29 to 39, so 9 furniture for him is pretty much a must. I don't have it. I have only 3 furniture pieces for him, and he still works okay, so I would say 23 is good enough. It's not making that significant difference. It affects the hero, but you can use him earlier as well in the boss teams and everywhere, so it's okay. Maybe for the Alna team, for the end game push, yes, but for bosses he can be used earlier. Then you get Silas, because Silas is a pretty fantastic support for Graveborns, and also at 39 he will buff your guys like crazy, so good deal. Then Odin, once again, a lot of people will kind of put Odin earlier here, maybe changing places with Isolt, I don't know. I like Odin. Isolt, never tried him that much, but yeah, this is approximate list, so everybody can pick their own path, don't forget about that. Then you get Nara for some utility, because she can pull enemies in, but honestly late game she kinda loses out a lot, because her damage, her finishing blow doesn't kill enemies because it's too weak. And then we get Desira and the Horjkin, because those, like, Desire is another fantastic support for Graveborns, and Horjkin is a crazy, I mean, he is overall useful. He can scare enemies, stun enemies, life drain, tank, nice hero, really useful, so you won't go wrong with those heroes. Once again, when one of those heroes is ascended, you switch him out for one of those, so you can go with this order, and honestly, I think if you will go with a different order, you won't go wrong with that, it's okay. Alright, now let's move on to the new stuff, additional stuff. Here we have the priority in the Labyrinth shop. First you buy Arthur out, and then you buy dimensional stones with when he will be out there, that will be replaced with dimensional stones. Then you go for Wukong over here and buy twisted essences when he's out of stock. And then you go for the chest with the shards after that. Like, that's the order in the Labyrinth store. In the Stargazer though, I won't agree with that much. So we have Lucretia 1 star here for engravings. I have my Lucretia without any engravings, and she is on par with other heroes with engraved Einstein, so you know she will be good, and you don't really want to delay Alna that much in my opinion, because she will help you so much. I would say you would like to stick with the Stargazer priority list that I made before, and this is just approximate route, so you would like to get, before getting all those heroes, you would like to get Twins Elite Plus, Mortas Elite Plus, and Mihira Elite Plus. And after that you go for like high investment in Lucretia, in Alna and Khazar to meeting, because those guys will help you a lot, but without Twins or Mortas, well, we'll get to that a bit later. They are important, let's put it like that. In the Challenger store you first go with Merlin, then you go with Zolrath, and then you go with Athalia. I don't really agree with Athalia, because I have her fully upgraded and I barely used her those days, so pretty much a waste. So yeah, by the time you will get Zolrath and Merlin, something new will happen here, I think, and you will be able to get, what's our new dimensional? Da Vinci. You'll be getting Da Vinci by the time. So yeah, now the new part over here, let's zoom in. The bundles! I zoomed in as much as I could, yeah. The bundles, basically, this is the priority for buying stuff basically with your money. So monthly card, then deluxe card, then advancement rewards in terms of money, because that's how it goes. Then you go for Champions of Hesperia, then you go for regular rewards, then for twisted bounties. This is like return on your cash. This is for pay to win guys. Free to play guys, I'm sorry guys, we are weak. We can't do anything about that. Let's move on to the fast rewards. So this recommends buying fast rewards with diamonds on specific chapters. So on chapter 16 you would like to buy until the price will be 50 diamonds, and I think you buy that. On chapter 24 you would like to buy the 80 diamonds fast reward. At chapter 32 you would like to buy 100 diamonds fast reward. Honestly guys, I started refreshing the store recently and I haven't bought those yet, but diamonds are way harder to get right now, so be careful with this. That will give you a lot of resources, but you will lose out a lot in terms of summoning, so go for it only when you get your core team over here up. When you get those guys up, when you're ready, when you have the core team, start spending diamonds. Otherwise, I think getting better heroes, good teams like 5 core teams and tower teams will be more important than getting this stuff. Honestly, that's my opinion. Now, the new stuff, the Elder Tree thingy. I don't know how to call it other than the thingy. But yeah, the Elder Tree priority list, let's put it like that. I will make a separate video on the Elder Tree a bit later. Right now, I'll just cover the basic ideas of this thing. Basically, all those big numbers here are milestones that you want to reach. First of all, you want to reach 27 milestones because every level of your Elder Tree will cost you more and more, and at 27 it reaches the maximum, and then each next level will cost the same amount of resources. Moreover, at 27 you will unlock all your skills that will kinda boost every tree. After that, you would like to go for those milestones that are available over here, depending, well, I would say the priority from those lists, like from the factions, from the Duratory classes, will be on those that you use the most. Like if your carries are all mages, you would like to go with the mage. If you use celerity heroes, you would like to go with the celerity heroes. Basically, you want to go with the celerity heroes. Everybody goes with the celerity heroes and mage some way. Might heroes don't go that far because there are not many heroes. Tanks, well, I mean tanks, if they're weak, it's okay. Why there are those milestones and what do they mean? You will get additional stats, percentage bonuses at those milestones. So that means that percentage bonus is really efficient. As your hero grows, it will grow with your hero, so it scales, and it's a good thing to make your overall team stronger. So yeah, I would recommend going for some specific milestone. When you achieve that, you go for other milestone at other branch for the heroes that you basically use. Once again, I'll make a separate video on that, so subscribe to the channel, you won't miss that in that case, and join the Discord because notifications will be there as well. A really interesting video coming up on the Elder Tree, important one guys, you don't want to miss it. And extra note over here, after 10 ascended and choice summons, resources can be allocated to Dust, XP, Red Emblems, Poor, or Stargazing. So in terms of efficiency, you would better spend your diamonds on getting heroes stronger than getting more ascended heroes. This is a really debatable point. From the terms of efficiency, probably yes, but from the point of satisfaction from the game, we all know that we like to build our heroes, right? So it's up to you if you want to go efficient way or enjoy it. It's up to you. It won't matter that much. You will be slower, but you will enjoy the game more. That means that you won't abandon it because you're min-max and you have 10 super cool heroes, but you don't do anything else after that and like you get set and drop the game. Nobody wants that, right? You have to enjoy the game, so do stupid things if you want to. And yeah, the mention of Twins and Mortars here in terms of Abyssal Expedition, Twisted Realm and Guild Hunts is really important because without those two heroes at Elite Plus, most likely you will have problems with the boss fights. So they are really useful for making the benchmark damage on the bosses. So you would like to invest over there a little bit early on. And guys, some more info from the creator. What about the single hero copies? That's important. So he in season advises us to gaze 1 copy and hero 1 copy and get the rest from the events. It's debatable point again. I would recommend going for Elite Plus copies at least. Then Warwick, Brutus, Lorsan, Keltor, and Nara, the heroes that are kinda utility used in the boss fights and such. Some of those will be available from the chapters, so you can get 1 copy of there. And you can get them from the Elite Hero Soul Stones as well. So, I mean, if you really wanna get one of those, and you really only want Brutus and Warwick maybe, after that, like, Lors and Keltor is kinda not useful until later in the game in the Thor and Cheese, which is like 36, chapter 36, so you don't need him early on. You might be able to get those naturally, so you don't really want to spend your resources on them. If you really want those, yes, you can get them in the wishlist, get 1 copy and then remove them, so it's okay. So yeah guys, I hope this video answered most questions about this guide. Moreover, I hope you guys got some useful info from this, because now you can prioritize your heroes and actions and Duratory and Stargaze, everything basically based on the knowledge that you get over here. Special thanks to In Season, yet again, for making another fantastic guide. big thumbs up. The links are in the description and the Discord and everywhere, so join that. He is in my Discord, you can talk to him over there, no problem. And yeah guys, let me know what you think about this guide and this video in the video comments. While you're going there, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends and guildies, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord because you can actually subscribe to the channels over there as well and get the guides straight in your Discord from there automatically. Fantastic. And yeah, all the links will be in the video description and the pinned comment. We have more AFK Arena tier lists, guides, hero breakdowns and everything over there. So you will find something useful there for sure. Thank you very much for watching. Soviet out. До свидания.